Hello everybody, welcome to yoga with me, Marina White Raven, and today's practice is yoga for anxious types. I really hope if you are not feeling so great that this helps to shift things, create a bit of space for the energy to move a little bit better. So you're all very welcome. Thank you for being here with me. And I've been looking at the Yoga Sutras, Pantanjali's Yoga Sutras. If you're not familiar with that, it's really worth looking up. And the main teaching of Pantanjali, which is he's one of the most important people in the yoga world, is that yoga will calm the movements of the mind. When we calm the mind, then we can see more clearly the reality. So that's hopefully what we're going to aim for today. So let's begin. That's always almost like a signal to find some kind of calmness to begin. We're going to start seated. So please feel free to sit on a cushion if you find that easier for your hips. Let's get a comfy enough position, but make sure your spine is upright and open so that we can allow the breath and the energy to move. Let's interlink the fingers, stretch the arms up to the ceiling or to the skies. Keep the head level, so your back of your neck is nice and long. Think about the chest lifting and think about the tailbone pointing down. So you're almost drawing the belly in slightly to support that. Breathe deeply. Express that breath. Open the ribs like wings as you breathe in. And breathe out. One more breath in. And slowly bring the arms down on the exhale through the nostrils. Interlink the fingers in front of you, breathe in to the chest, and as you breathe out, take the arms forward, drop the head down, just open up between the shoulder blades, feel the middle of the back is reaching back behind you and your hands are reaching forward, and just keep breathing. Breathe into the center of the chest. Notice any tightness that is there. Always being really aware of what is happening with you right now. One more breath in and release. Noticing how the body is, where the mind is moving. Interlink the fingers behind the back now, breathing in to the chest again, and as you breathe out, just let the back of the neck again be nice and long in line with the spine, so just looking down at the ground, and as you breathe out, pulling the hands back, taking the chest forwards, so that the chest is going forwards and the shoulders are going back. So really opening up and also lengthening in the front of the waist as well. You'll feel that lengthening in the abdominals slightly if you're really taking the chest forward. One more breath in and release. Let's twist and regenerate the spine by putting the right hand on the left knee. Left hand comes behind. Don't forget to keep that quite close to your body. Breathing in, lift the chest. Bright, bright, bright. As you breathe out, feel that don't be too fast to turn your head. Take that left chest and ribs round behind you first of all, until finally you can't twist anything more, but your head has to turn around. Every in-breath lengthen. Every out-breath just twisting a little deeper. Keep the shoulders down, away from the ears. Just feel that brightness that you're bringing into the body just by engaging and breathing. Body is open, creating space for the movement. One more breath in and untwist to the front. Good. Left hand on the right knee, take the right hand behind you, breathe in, lift the chest, lengthen, feel the belly stretching here. And as you breathe out, again, the right ribs come around first of all. If you're breathing again, every in-breath, keep lengthening. Do this slowly, really take time to feel into that twist, that right shoulder's coming back behind you. Every inhale, lengthen, lift the chest. Every exhale, just moving into that space that the body is opening up. When we create space in the body, there becomes more space in the mind. And energy flows. It's just releasing the tension by engaging fully. So I really invite you to bring your mind fully to your practice. Breathing in one more time. And breathing out, coming back to the center again. Let's place the left hand on the left side. Let's get some length in the right side by breathing in, extending up through the breathing out, reaching over the body, creating some space in the right side of the body. You can even look up at the sky or the ceiling on the inside of that right arm, but still reaching over, breathing all the time. Breathe in. We're not making effort on the in-breath, we're just filling the body with air. And the out-breath is where we're releasing, squeezing the breath out, seeing if there's a bit more space to reach into. Inhaling, lifting that right arm up. Exhaling, bringing the arm down. The palm is coming down, so it's twisting the arm there. Right hand down. Make that nice and solid there. Breathe in. Watch that left hand as it reaches up to the sky or the ceiling. And as you breathe out, reaching over the body. Nice, big, open armpit and outside of that shoulder. Keep reaching, keep breathing. The breath is really the most important part. Just think of it as the shapes you're making with the body are just the expression of the breath. Breathe in and breathing out, reaching a little deeper. Using the in-breath to come up, out-breath, the hand is coming back down to the ground. Keep involved in your body. Good. Let's just give a little bit of stirring for the pot. So bring the hands onto the knees. Again, lengthen. Each time you might find, oh yeah, my spine's just kind of collapsed again. This is really important. The position and our posture really dictate everything, in our breath and in our attitude. So keep that upright, open spine. The chest is open, the heart is open. Breathe in. As you breathe out, leaning forwards with a nice straight spine. As you breathe in, you're leaning over to the right and then back. So you're making a nice big circle. Breathing out, leaning forward. Do this in time with your breath. Breathing in and breathing out. So half of the circle is you're breathing in and leaning back. And the other half is breathing out and coming forwards. So really think about the heart center and about the movement that it's making. What's the pattern that it's drawing? Keep the shoulders down all the time. Keep the neck nice and long. Back of the neck really long. So there's a slight tucking in of the chin. And just be aware of what's happening in your body. Come back to center. Breathe in. Lengthen, lift. As you breathe out, coming forwards again, but this time to the left. Inhaling as you lean back. Exhaling as you come forwards. All the time your elbows are nice and soft, the arms are soft, they're not really doing anything, your hands just balanced on the knees. And you're keeping the back really straight. There's no bending in the back, so you should feel your abdominals are having to work all the time. So they're getting a bit of a workout, we're getting a bit of movement in the hips and in the lower back. All of that area is getting a bit woken up, a little bit of energy, a little bit of warmth in that area. Come back to center. Okay, let's just take a moment here to see how we feel now after stirring that all up. We're going to chant the mantra Om just once, one loud, big, long Om, just to wake up the vocal cords as well and just to feel that vibration in the body. So sitting really tall, maybe just close the eyes so you can really feel it a bit more. Breathe in deeply. Good. Now take the hands forward. We're going to come onto all fours. Feeling that lovely vibration in the body. Notice how the thoughts are suspended for a moment when we chant the mantra Om. When we sing or make any sound, let the sounding out. So it's very powerful. The mantra is very powerful practice. So don't forget the space between the knees, space between the hands. Spread the fingers wide. Connect the hands with the ground. So a nice dynamic cat. So we breathe in. Most important here is the chest is coming forward. And we're not just, locking the elbows and just coming into the straight position. It's really thinking about the chest and the heart wanting to come forward, shoulders going back. As you breathe out, starts with the base of the spine, tucks under. Breathing out, arching. Bring the chin to the chest. And finally, sit back into the heels. We're going to make it a bit more movement here. Bring the forearms down. And then before we even start to lift up, the eyes come forward. This is in-breath. In-breath, eyes are coming up, chest is coming forwards. And we're back to the beginning again. Breathing out, tuck the tailbone under, arch up through the spine. Looking back towards the feet. Breathe out all the way back. Bring the elbows down. Now the eyes are coming forward. In-breath, coming back to all fours. Spread the fingers wide, keep engaged with the hands on the ground, and then tucking the tailbone under, breathing out, arching up through the spine. So again, really connect with your spine, with your the center of your body. And just feel the range of movement. Really think about really making it as curved as you can, and then easing out and flattening it down as you sit back, and lengthening as your chest comes forward, the eyes come forward, back to the beginning. And in effect, try and get a feeling of circling here. Circle and spiraling, breathing in, circling breath. So rather than thinking about it as being breathing in, breathing out, think about the spiraling and circling of the breath, breathing in, as being this continuous flow. Very beautiful circling movement. The flow. Keeping your focus of attention on your spine, on the movement of the breath. Close your eyes if you want to for this last one here. Breathing in. Open the chest. Breathing out, tucking the tailbone under. Sit back into the heels. Sit back, look back. Just send the arms forward. Bring the forehead down to the ground. Or rest the head onto the back of the hands. Up to you. Breathing in. Widen the knees a little bit so your body can be comfortable. And let's see if we can feel the ribs expand into the back body. Fill the back with air, spaciousness. When we create some space, there can be more an invitation for a deeper breath. Creates more calmness and space for fresh new energy to come in, new ideas. And allowing ourselves to be with whatever is here right now. Becoming present, okay. Spread the fingers wide. So keeping the hands where they are, outstretched in front of you in this lovely swan position, beautiful swan. Come up on the inhale, keeping the hands where they are. And as you breathe out, let the hips come forward, take the shoulders down away from the ears and back away from you. Breathing in, lifting up, breathing out, sitting back. Notice where your attention is. Is it in your body, with your breath? Is it starting to get distracted? Are you thinking about something else? Bring all your focus into every element of this. Think about your fingers and the connection with the earth here. Think about the connection, your body and your breath, the way they're moving together, synchronized and coordinated. And just align your thoughts with that. So your attention is really on making the movement as smooth and even as steady, checking little details that your hands are still spread wide and feeling the sense of connection with your hands and your lower part of your legs, opening the chest, opening the heart, letting it fly upwards. You can see some sky from where you are. Really think about the heart flying up to the sky, up into the clouds, breathing in and breathing out. Maybe you're finding a little bit more space to move into each time. Breathe in one more time, breathe out one more time, sit back into the heels. Bring the forehead down. Let's just sweep the arms back into the pose of the child. Just let the arms really be relaxed here. And I always like to feel a sense of softness in the cheeks and the jaw here. So maybe even take a breath into the nostrils and make this little sound with the lips, just to free up the jaw and the mouth. You can do that a couple of times. Yeah, it's kind of a funny sound as well, so it's kind of light. And just breathe up the mouth. A lot of tension comes into the mouth and the jaw. Okay, just slide the hands forward once more. We're going to come into a downward dog, so we need to have the hands extended away. So come up onto all fours once more. Tuck the toes under, breathing in. Lift the knees off the ground. And let's just see how our back is and how our hamstrings are today. So starting off, have the knees bent, both of them quite bent, and the heels lifted off the ground. And let's see if we can push back with the hands. So we're lengthening from the fingertips right to the base of the spine, making that spine really long. You always have the option with this is to do this on a chair or with a piece of furniture. So if it's new for you or you Find that's too much weight on the hands or wrists, you can come into downward dog with a chair. Very nice. I mean, you can do that anyway, or just resting your arms on the shoulders, on the table. Okay. So now you're getting a bit more used to that. Maybe your back's starting to open up between the shoulder blades as well. Now start to pedal the heels. Bring the right knee, heel down, bend the left knee. Left heel down, bend the right knee. Keep the hands engaged with the ground, keep pushing back. Keep the elbows soft. Keep the space between the shoulders wide. Keep the tummy tucked in. Breathe. Come back down to your knees, sit back into your heels. We're going to come back to downward dog, so just having a little break. Breathe into the nostrils, sigh out through the mouth. Just enjoy that feeling there. Good. Let's return back to all fours. Breathing in, tuck the toes under, breathing out, lift the knees off the ground. Nice downward dog. Maybe it feels a bit different this time. Hopefully your hamstrings feel a little bit more open. But don't push the hamstrings. Always just give them a bit of time to get used to that. Hamstring the back of the thighs there. So we're taking a small step. We're going to do a little hip opener. So we take a small side step with the left foot towards the left. So it's coming towards the right foot there. It's coming into the centre of the mat. Make that nice and stable. Don't lose this position with the hands. Keep pushing back. Now lift the right leg high. You can just lift the leg high if you want to. But if you want to get a bit of a hip opening, bend that right knee and let it hang over the body, over to the left. And if you want to, look underneath the right armpit up to the sky or the ceiling. Yeah, look at the ceiling, maybe you see a few cobwebs there. Or if you're looking up at the sky, just enjoy the clouds there. Now point that toe and bring that right foot down. Take a little rest if you need to in between. You can always return back up. Let that right foot be grounded down, keep pushing back. Lift the left leg up, point the toe, extend, push back with the hands, open up the whole body. If you want to, you can bend that left knee, let it hang over to the right side of the body, then look up underneath the left armpit, opening up that hip really beautifully just by using the weight of the leg and the body. Now point the toe again, bring the foot down, and let's just walk the feet towards the hands, bend the knees in a well-earned ragdoll, floppy forward bend. So knees are bent. Bent enough for the whole upper body. Whole upper body is just hanging forwards, the weight, giving the weight of the body to the ground. You can hold on to your elbows if you want to. You want to give more weight there, or just let the arms flop. Relax the neck. Let's just turn the head as if you're saying no, just turning the neck just to feel a sense of length in that neck. Breathe in and out through the nostrils. Take a deep breath into the nostrils. Sigh out through the mouth. Okay. Now bring that focus of attention to the base of the spine. Now really think about that as you're lifting. And lift as slow as you can. Keep breathing in and out to support that movement. Lifting. And really take your mind into your spine and feel each little vertebrae, one after the other, is getting its opportunity to lift, 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 and create lots of space in the spine. Good, until you come standing. Good, we're up. So let's just come into a nice standing position. Lift the toes, look at the feet and place them down. Lift the heels and place them down. Let's just shake up a little bit. So I like these little shaking things, simple shakes. So the knees are just bobbing up and down. And you're letting your heels bounce on the ground and let your arms be really floppy. Breathe into the nostrils, out through your mouth. Just to feel a sense of your whole body and feel your sense of connection to the ground. Breathing in, lift the shoulders up. Squeeze and out through the mouth. Bring the shoulders up. Breathe into the nostrils, out through the mouth. Good, and one more time. Breathing in. Squeeze and out through the mouth. Good. Take the left hand onto the right hand onto the left shoulder. Sweep from the left shoulder down to the hip. We'll do that 3 times. 2, 3, and 1 for luck, just in case. And left hand on the right shoulder, sweeping from the right shoulder down to the left hip, connecting up the energy. 2, 3, and 1 for luck. Good. And then we're just going to give ourselves a little bit of a wake up energy. Pummel lower back to the backs of the hands. Yeah. Keep breathing. If it brings a smile to your face, great. It certainly does to me. And then we're just going to take the knuckles of the backs of the hands and rub the base of the spine. Just keeping a bit of attention on the feet and the knees, so the knees aren't locked. We want to keep avoiding that. Everything is available. The whole body is available. And then bringing the fingers to the chest. Let's open up that area. Oh, yeah. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Breathe in deeply and breathe out. Even breath. And to the sides. Good. Okay, and then also in the head, just give ourselves a little shampoo. If you're feeling a little bit tight in your brain or in your head, you get a little bit headachy, a little bit, yeah, and just give it a bit of freedom. Open it up, like you're giving yourself a really good shampoo, and then just tapping lightly with the fingers all over the head, all over the face, particularly here, just below the eyes. Let's put the middle finger just tapping here, and then getting into the face, the cheeks, just making that a bit more pliable, like it's clay, and then the jaw. Wow, good. And a nice little finish is just pulling around the edges of the ears, particularly the earlobes, just to, what feels good. Just a little bit of brightening energy, opening up. Yes, cross crawl as well. Let's connect that up, coordinate. Lifting the left knee, tapping it with the right hand, and the opposite. You can keep it quite light by staying up on the balls of the feet, or you can just keep it quite slow. It's up to you. So random. You seem to be a bit brighter today. That's nice. Okay, and then extending the leg out. So we're just connecting up the sides of the body and the brain with the body. Okay. And then the sides, out to the side, and the arm comes over the head. So it's looking like this. Good. Breathe all the time. In and out through the nostrils. Maintain that energy, that prana. Yeah. Breathe. Enjoy the movement of the body with the breath, coordinating everything, paying attention to what you're doing. And then we're just bringing the knee up and across the center line of the body, and the elbows doing the same thing in the opposite direction. Yeah, let's do all a bit more cross crawl. That's what these movements are called, the cross crawl. There are many of them, lots of variations on them. So there's lots to choose from. They're all based on opposite movements. So we open up the knee and the shoulder, or the hip and the shoulder, or the knee and the elbow. Opposites. Breathe. Open across the body. Feel that lovely opening with the breath and the body. Good. And finally, just to make us laugh a little bit, we're going to bend the knee, put the foot behind the leg, give that little smack, and the other arm comes over the head. So it's kind of like this funny little movement. And smile. A little bit dark, so I'm just going to make the light come a little bit better. Magic wand. And we come to a stop. Let's do a little half breath as well. I think we just, I'm going for lots of clearing and cleansing, making space for the new energy to come in. Feet hips width apart, breathing in, look up, stretch up, and out through the mouth. Yeah. Give a little bit of space in between just to see how that feels as well. So you can get a brand new breath, full in breath through the nostrils, and then everything is coming out through the mouth. Think about what's in your way today. Let's clear out the obstacles. Most likely some mind garbage stuff. So let's clear out the mind garbage. Let's sweep away the cobwebs, all the tightness, all the kind of, stuff that kind of whirls around and around. Let's just break the little pattern a little bit, just for a moment, just so we can start getting used to a bit more space. Breathing in one more time. Yes. fresh, new energy. Okay, let's come to the front of the mat. Now we're nice and warmed up, we're going to come into warrior two, strong warrior. Lovely, big, expressive, expansive movement. So put the weight onto the left foot and take a big step back with the right. Making sure you're nice and wide, so you might want to creep the feet a bit more. The hips are level to themselves and to the long edge of the mat. Breathing in, lift the arms up. Breathing out, bring the arms down to shoulder height. Breathing in, open the chest. Breathing out, bending into that left knee. Bending into the left knee. As that knee comes forward, you're pushing back into that right heel. So you're making yourself really nice and broad and long. And everything is extending in every direction. Lifting the chest, bringing the groin down. You can draw your pelvic floor, the Mula Bandha if you want to. Looking down that left arm with clarity and determination, like a warrior. And also just check your back arm. Sometimes we don't realise it's we're flopping here. We keep that engagement. Beautiful. Keep the tummy tucked in. Keep the tail pointing down. Strong in this whole area here. Drawing up. But there's nothing rigid. It's just held lightly. And the breath is moving everything. Come up on the inhale. Lower the arms on the exhale. Bend into that right knee. And bring yourself back to the front of the mat. Good. Put the weight onto the right foot and take a big step back with the left. Checking the position of the feet, feeling the evenness between the feet. Breathing in, lift the arms up. Breathing out, bring the arms down to shoulder height. Breathing in, open the chest. Breathing out, look down that right arm. As that right knee goes forward and hovers above the ankle, stop that going any further. You anchor down with that back foot. So you keep yourself really steady, stable. This is what we get from the warrior. We get this stability and centeredness, groundedness in this earth, but also this extension and expansion. Beautiful posture. And it is challenging. To begin with, the warrior might feel like a lot of energy output, but it will start to you'll start to get the energy from it when we really practice with care and balance. Come up on the inhale, lower the arms on the exhale, bend into the left knee, and bring yourself back to the front of the mat. Okay. Take your legs quite wide now. Wide as you can. The feet are parallel to each other. We're going to come into a wide leg forward bend. We're going to keep our hands on our hips for this one today. So breathing in, lifting the chest, keeping the elbows nice and wide. So the front of the body is really nice and expansive. Keep the softness in the knees, so don't lock the knees out, it's a habit. Now breathing out, lots of length in the spine, so keep yourself strong. If you need extra support, put the hands on the lower back there. All the way down, keep breathing in and out. Good. And bring the hands to the ground. So if you need to bend your knees, or if you need something between your hands and the ground to reach the ground, please do that with the cushions or blocks. Straighten and strengthen the legs, try not to grip with the toes. Breathing in, come up onto the fingertips, look forwards. Breathing out, forward bend. So see if your body can come forward a bit more. You might want to creep the hands back. Some of you who are more used to this posture might want to take the backs of the hands back between or as far as you can. And some of you may have the head almost touching the ground or even touching the ground. Whatever feels good to you. You might be there with the hands, could be on the fingertips, that's okay. As long as you have contact with the ground, that's the important thing. Good. Now, bend the knees a little bit. We're going to come up and we're going to find a nice wide leg ragdoll now. So bend the knees and just let the body hang forward, so completely different now. Let the body hang forward, relax the neck. Keep the knees bent as you slowly lift up from the base of the spine. Keep the knees bent, arms are hanging forward, head hanging forward. Keep breathing in and out through the nostrils and slowly uncurl to standing. Good stuff. Now we're going to do a bit more work on opening up between the shoulder blades into the chest. Let's widen this chest. A tendency as we start to kind of collapse in, and particularly when we're feeling not so good, we're feeling anxious and worried, we kind of really, this is a body posture that we kind of take, and we take our chest in, and has a big impact on our breath and everything. Posture is everything. And so it just feeds itself. So we counteract that. So we're going to open the chest, take the shoulders back and down, look up. And as you breathe out, you're going to come into the same forward bend, soft knees, straight back. Now as you're coming into that forward bend, leaning forwards, you're going to let your hands, just the weight of the arms, hang forward slowly, slowly, slowly. And breathe. Good, enjoy. Keep your breath steady and even. Breathing in and breathing out through the nostrils. And just feel the weight of the arms just opening up the shoulders little bit by little bit. And then we just let the hands come to the back. They're still interlinked. In the centre of the back, we're just drawing a big circle in the centre of the back. Yeah. And then to go the other direction, as you slowly and easily, with the knees bent, slowly uncurl to standing once more. Good. And then drop the hands. Let's just rotate the wrists one way and then the other way. Good work. Yeah, these lovely spirals. Maybe you feel the whole arms is getting into this. Just following the hands and letting the whole arm go with that and then the other way. Just to get that energy moving in a much more natural, easy way. Okay. Let's just bring the legs together however you want to. And again, we'll just come into the front of the mat. Come into another warrior. We're going to do peaceful warrior. So similar start, but a little bit more opening. Put the weight onto the left foot. Take a big step back with the right. Nice big step. Creep it a little bit more. Don't forget the position of the feet. Left foot directly forward. Right foot, it's slightly pointing forward with that back foot. You can see that with me there. Breathing in, lift the arms up. Lift the chest. Breathing out, bringing the arms down to shoulder height. Breathing in. Expand the chest. Breathing out, bending into that left knee as the knee comes forward, making sure you're opening. Imagine that hand is pushing against the inside of that knee slightly. Push back, anchor that back foot down. Now breathe in here. And as you breathe out, reaching back with that right hand and down. You can just press into that back leg. Turn the palm of the back hand, of the top hand, the left hand, so it's facing the back of the mat and reaching over the body. If your neck allows you, you can look up at the ceiling or the sky on the inside of the arm. If you are practicing outside, well done. Hope it's warm enough for you. So nice to be outside in the air. Now on the inhale, come back up to warrior. Find that warrior, check that front knee is not collapsed. Breathe out, come up on the inhale, lower the arms on the exhale, bend with that right knee and bring yourself back to the front of the mat. Give the legs a little shake as we change over. Strong legs, put the weight onto the right foot, starting again, feet hips width apart. Step back with the left this time, big step. Just find your feet, find the position, evenness in the hips and the feet. Breathe in, lift the arms up centrally. Breathing out, bring the arms down to shoulder height. Breathing in to the chest. Breathing out, bending into that right knee. As the knee comes forward, at the same time, push back into that back foot. Left, the outside of that leg is strong and anchoring down. Use the in-breath now. Into the chest, breathing out, reaching back with that left hand and down. You can just lean into that back leg, reaching up to the ceiling or the sky with the right hand. Check that front knee has not collapsed. It's still bent in the warrior shape. And turn the palm and reach over the body. Breathe, looking up at the sky or the ceiling if your neck allows. And just allowing the opening to happen. Good. Breathe deeply. Reach deep with the breath. Now use the inhale to come back to warrior. Just checking that front knee. As it collapses, it's straightened out. Come into that bend, breathing out. Come up on the inhale, lower the arms on the exhale, bend into the left knee, and bring yourself back to the front of the mat. Oh, good work. So a little bit of ease now. We're going to come into a squat. Don't forget, if you find squatting difficult for any reason, some of you, your heels will be up, pad underneath the heels. Okay? If you find this angle's too strong, pad behind the knees. And you can put a couple of cushions there. It's really okay. Or even a whole rolled up yoga mat is quite a good thing to put behind your knees. Or come into ragdoll if it feels too much, or lean onto some furniture in a little bit of a half squat. If you're down here with me, whatever padding, with or without padding, just let your body hang forwards, let the head hang forwards. And if you've been practicing with me for a while and doing these squats, let me just notice if it's getting any easier. I hope it really is, because it's a really useful and healthy posture to get used to. Get down in the garden and come into a squat. Yeah, get close to the earth. Now let's see if we can bring a little twist into that. So I'm going to put the left hand in the middle of the floor here, in between the feet. And reach up on the inhale, reaching up the right hand to the ceiling, to the skies. Looking up, taking the gaze towards that right hand as well. Let's just watch that right wrist turning and turning, how nice that is. As it turns back the other way, we bring it back down to the earth. Lovely little flowing movement. Might also make this lovely and graceful, why not? Reaching up with the left hand, looking up with the gaze towards that hand. And also just watching, staying involved with what we're doing, rotating that left wrist. Staying involved and changing direction, being interested and curious in our body keeps everything, it's just so much better. Curiosity, absolutely key. Curious in what's happening in our whole being. Coming up into a ragdoll now, bending the knees, let the body hang forwards, breathe in through nostrils, sigh out through the mouth. Yeah, make it matter. Let's do another one of those. Breathing in. Create some space by breathing out fully. Keep the knees bent as long as you can. Feel the lift. So it's just like energy is traveling up through your central column. It's just lifting you. So easy as you breathe in and out. There's no effort. It's just lifting up. Brand new energy, brand new attitude. It's like you're brand new. Beautiful. Okay. Let's see where we are now. I think we've got time for a warrior, another warrior. So we're going to do a warrior one, warrior three, the balance. So it starts off. Don't forget you can use a chair for this or a wall. I'm going to put the chair in here just for fun, so I can show you what I mean. And even if you're really fine with the warrior, sometimes it's good to try something with a bit of furniture. So I'm going to put the weight onto that left foot. Start to just take all the weight onto that as I lift the back leg up, checking that my hips are level. This hip isn't coming out of line. And as I lift that leg up, I take the arms forward. So I can use a chair, but making sure I'm really trying to make myself into this long straight line. If I had a wall here, I would make sure I would have the hands against the wall with the arms extended. So I'm really getting a feeling of this position. Okay. Or you can interlink the fingers, however you wish, or have the hands together or apart. So you can choose what you want to do here. Breathe. It's a strong posture. You're going to get warm. Breathing strongly in and out through the nostrils, and then completely relax that all, coming down on an out breath. Good. So same thing on the other side. We're going to step forward with the right foot this time. Take all the weight into that foot. Bend the knee of the standing leg to begin with, so you can really feel a much more sense of balance. Keep your breathing all the time. Don't hold your breath. So although it's strong, keep the breath soft. Extend and lift that back leg. You can have that toe pointing or the heel pushing away. Extend the arms forward to counterbalance that. Again, you can have the hands together, hands down, interlink the fingers with the thumb, with the fingers pointing is quite a nice one to get a real sense of direction there. And breathe. Try and keep the hips level. Keep extending the fingers away from the toes away from the fingers. Breathe deeply. You can do it. Good. One more breath in and then release. That's a strong one. Shake everything up. Good. Let's come into a ragdoll just to ease that out because it's quite a strong posture. So we're going to have the feet hips width apart, parallel, knees are nice and soft, hands on the thighs, chin comes to the chest. Slowly slide your hands down your legs. Head is heavy, head is pulling you down to the ground. Breathe in through your nostrils, sigh out through the mouth. Knees are bent, body's hanging there. Just feel the weight of the head is doing the work here. Keep breathing in and out. Now I'm going to slowly come up. Imagine it's like the sun rising, and the sun is traveling up from the base of the spine. So it's just easy, you know, like the sun just comes up. We don't have to do anything to make that happen. Just the sun rising, the breath is moving, and the body is coming up to standing once more. Good. Okay. So just checking your feet, feet hips width apart, parallel with the toes, place them down. With the heels, place them down. Okay. Breathing in, lift the arms up. Arms come together. Breathing out, hands come down, back down to earth. Think about this circle you're tracing with your fingers, lifting the heels off the ground, stretching up with the hands on the inhale, turning the hands, palms are coming down, the heels are coming down on the exhale. So really coming into our centeredness, breathing in all the way up, extending up, reaching up, and breathing out all the way down. Do this in time with your breath. You know, when we can start to control, this is maybe a strong word, you have to control our breathing or be mindful about our breath, then we really have much more power over our mind and our thoughts. You find that once you have harnessed the power of the breath through breath practices, you know, then the more you practice, then you have access to these things on, you know, a daily basis, all the time. So you can just, when you need them, you're there. You can pull them up because you're practiced. So this is the point of the practice. Daily practice, hopefully, breathing out all the way down. And just notice the qualities of the inhale and the exhale. This difference. The inhale, strong, inspirational, powerful, reaching. And the exhale, soft, receptive, releasing. Good. Now bring the hands to the heart center. Just take a moment there to stand. Okay. Breathe in and breathe out. Half sun salutes. Breathing and moving. So magic wand is needed again. Good. Keep going. Well done, everybody. So feet hips width apart. I'm going to move so I'm more in the middle here. Breathing in, lift the arms up. Look up. Breathing out, so hands are coming down, the knees are bent, the chest is coming forward, the chin is coming forward, the fingertips touch the ground with the knees bent. Now you straighten the legs, the hands come on the knees, on the shins, just below the knees, and the chest wants to come forward, your eyes come forward, so it's straight back, straight arms, straight legs. Forward bend, straight legs. Look at the toes. Bend the knees a lot, and then lift your eyes, lift your hands, and lift your breath. In breath, in breath, in breath, look up. Out breath, hands come back down. Inhaling all the way up. Stretch up, look up, breathing out, the knees bend, the chest comes forward, the fingertips come to the ground. Breathing in, straighten the legs, arms back, look forwards. Inhaling. Exhaling, forward bend, look at the toes. Bend the knees a lot, breathing in all the way up. Breathing out, arms come down. We'll go a little bit faster, shall we? A couple more of these. Breathing in all the way up. Breathing out, hands coming down, knees are bent, fingertips to the ground. Breathing in, straighten the legs, arms back, look forwards. Forward bend, straight legs. Bend the knees a lot now. Breathing in all the way up. Breathing out, arms coming down. Notice the difference between the inhale, breathing in strong, and breathing out nice and long, releasing all the breath. Knees are bent, fingertips to the ground. Breathing in, hands, arms, legs, back, all straight, taking the chest forward. Forward bend. Forward bend, straight legs. Bend the knees a lot, breathing in all the way up. Breathing out, hands coming down. Let's just pause there for a second. Bring the hands to the heart center. Maybe just feeling your feet, lift the toes, place them down. Maybe even closing your eyes and seeing how does that feel now? What's going on? How is my breath? How is my body? How is the space around me? How am I shifting and changing things? And then just relax the arms and take the feet apart. Good. Goddess, yes, or a big lion, whatever you want to call it, big standing lion. We're going to call it the goddess because I like this. So you might want to think about Kali or one of these kind of fierce goddesses. It doesn't matter if you're male or female, the goddess is in everybody. So feet out at kind of 45 degrees, around about that. But you can just check that and just change it a little bit. When you bend your knees, the feet, the toes and the knees are going in the same direction. So you might need to make it a bit wider or a bit narrower, depending on the angle there. Keeping the back nice and upright. So we're not pushing the bottom out. We're keeping that integrity there in the belly, keeping the chest lifted and the shoulders down. So just getting that feeling now, bending the knees. Yeah, getting nice and low down. You can even use a bit of pelvic floor strength to lift you up. Good. And just come into that little squat there. And then if you want to, you can even come into these, with the hands pressing together, side to side movements. Let's see how that goes. How does that feel? Breathe all the time. Then come back to standing. So now the legs feel energized and ready. We breathe in, lift the arms up. And we're going to come into this shape like this. Okay, that's a ha there. So breathe in and breathe out. Cactus arms, fingers are really stretched out, okay? And remember that the mouth and the tongue and the eyes part looks like this. So the tongue comes out, the point of the tongue is wanting to reach the ground or the chin. And the eyes are really, really wide as possible, okay? And the sound is so it's rasping sound in the throat. Let's put it all together. Breathe in. Good. Well, that feels good today. And again. You can have a little breath in between if you want to. Okay, build up the energy. Again, breathe in. And we're going to do one more for luck. So let's take a little breath in between. Okay, let's go for it. Breathe in. Good. Just notice how that feels in the body now. Just shaking everything up a little bit and enjoying that energy that is moving. Let's take a moment just to stand in Tadasana. Now we've kind of really G'd ourselves up, cleared and cleansed, stayed mindful. So Tadasana starts with the feet on the ground. Lift the toes, place them down. The feet are hips width apart and parallel. The knees are soft. And then you're thinking about the knees lifting up. And the thing is, the position of your pelvis will help that as well. So you're just tilting the pelvis forward. So as if you are engaging the abdominals and the tail pointing down. You'll feel the front of your thighs engaged, the kneecaps lifting up. And then the upper part of the body is mainly dictated by lifting the chest, the shoulders are sinking down away. So you can exaggerate that to start with. It might feel strange. It might feel like you're really pushing your chest out to start with. But it's because probably you might be like this. And so that's going to feel like a big change. So don't be afraid of that. And the hands are extending towards the ground, the fingers going down to the ground. Yeah, exaggerate to start with, just to get used to it. And then you can soften it a bit. Just feeling the ground with the toes. Back of the neck is nice and long, so just bring the chin up and in. So feel how much more length you can get in the neck there. And once you're standing and you feel balanced, you feel the head is on top of the body, it's not coming forwards, and the shoulders are sitting on top of the hips, and the hips on top of the knees, and the knees on top of the ankles, and the feet are there, spreading out to the ground. Just close your eyes softly, or if you don't feel comfortable closing your eyes, just soften your gaze and cast your gaze down. Just checking everything, feet, knees, pelvis, abdominals, chest, shoulders, neck. Stand into Tadasana, feel your center, that powerful centeredness. And I mentioned Pantanjali at the beginning. And it's a beautiful idea, an image which goes with one of these sutras. I think it's about the mind. Once the mind is crystal clear, we begin to perceive the objects of the world the way they actually are, then our perception is no longer distorted. So there's an image that goes with this, the mountain. So imagine yourself, you are the mountain, and we're in a lake. There's a lake there. And there's a reflection of ourselves, our mountain self, in the lake. So we could think of ourselves, this mountain, as the soul, the lake being like the consciousness, and all the ripples are just the thoughts and the feelings that are sometimes making that reflection a bit distorted. So maybe there's little fishes swimming, or maybe there's some little bit of movement, but all the time, the steady, upright mountain. Beautiful. And then just relax. Good. Okay, we're going to come down to the ground. Let's come in a squat just to finish off the legs. Feel the legs a little bit. Breathing in, lift the arms in front of you. Breathe in, and as you breathe out, you're going to sit back and keep taking the arms forward and sitting the bottom back. As slow as you can, keep breathing in and out through the nostrils all the time. Stay strong. Keep breathing. And when you come down, make sure you catch yourself behind yourself with your hands. I'm going to do this. This is, I don't know what's going on. But yeah, a bit brighter. There you are, you can see it now. Sorry, yes, I'm going to catch yourself. Stretch the legs out in front of you, bounce knees up and down. And let's just extend the fingers towards the toes, and slowly lower down. Keep breathing in and out. Don't hold your breath. Keep going as well. Just challenge yourself a little bit. This isn't about hurting ourselves. It's just about keeping the breath soft and seeing if we can make that tiny bit more effort, so that when we do reach the ground, the back is just comfortably on the ground. Let go everything. When we let go, we find the space where we can move and feel free. So make a bit of effort to create the space. And just lie for a moment in Shavasana. Close your eyes for a second. Take the focus inward. See how your body feels now, how your mind is now, how your energy, how your emotional self, all these layers and layers. Really check in and see, how is it now? How have I impacted myself? And let's just give ourselves a full extension on the ground. Bring the arms above the head. This always feels good. Point the toes. Breathe in, breathe out. So you have the support of the ground, but we can expand. Whenever you get a chance to lie on the ground on the grass, just do it. It feels so good. Getting your back on the ground. Yeah. And then relax, the feet out to the side. Maybe give more space to the arms, let them be on the ground. Breathe in through the nostrils. And breathing out through the nostrils, bring the arms back up over the head and alongside the body. Let's just slow it down now. Breathing in, lifting the arms up. Let's do this a couple more times. And breathing out, bringing the arms forwards. One more time. Slowing it all down. See if you can keep your mind focused on keeping the movement smooth and even, the breath smooth and even. Breathing in and breathing out. Good. Now bend the knees and hug the knees. Yeah, rock and roll. How good does that feel? That feels good. Feeling my back, opening up on the ground. Yeah. Breathe, 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 breathe. Now take the right foot on the ground, slide the right leg away, and just take the left hand on the front of the left knee, right hand onto the ankle or lower down the leg. Just draw that knee into the body, keeping that right leg outstretched on the ground. Really pull that into the body. So the inhale, fill the body with air. The exhale, we make a bit of effort, pulling that knee as if the knee is going to go up into the left armpit. As if. Good. Now extend the leg up to the ceiling, pushing the heel up to the ceiling. Take hold behind the thigh. If that feels too much and you can't get that leg straight, volume control. Put the right foot on the ground with that knee bent. Nice simple way of doing that. So make your choice which one you want to do. But really pushing the heel up, drawing the toes towards you. Getting lots of length from the back of the leg without pushing and forcing. Let's just step back from that pushing and forcing. It's no good. You might want to put your hands on the back of the calf if you feel there's space, but not pushing and forcing. Most of all, just letting the weight of the leg come down forwards. So we're not pulling anything, we're just supporting and guiding. And breathing. Lengthen the out breath and the space will reveal itself. Now bend that knee again, give it a little squeeze. Put the right hand onto that left knee. Extend the left arm out to the side. Breathe in, strong twist here. And on the out breath, just letting that knee fall over the body, over to the right, going right over the body. And looking over to the left. So we're attempting to keep that left shoulder on the ground. And also the knee is wanting to work towards the ground. But we're not pushing. We're letting that hand just be the weight of the arm on the outside of the knee, the thigh. I'm feeling that twist in the body. Breathe in through the nostrils. Breathe out through the nostrils. Make that out breath as long as you can. Extend the out breath so you really get the full benefit. You can really feel that twist expanding. More space available to you when you breathe out long. Very simple. And the body relaxes and the mind relaxes and the whole nervous system relaxes. Good. All about the out breath. On the next in breath, bring your head back to center. Lifting the knee with both hands back to center. Take it slowly. Strong twist. Squeeze that knee in. Put the foot on the floor. Slide the leg away. Now bend the right knee. Hold the right hand in the front of the knee. Left hand lower down the leg. Breathing. Breathing and squeezing. Breathing in. Fill the body with air. Breathing out. Draw the knee into the body. Squeeze all the breath out. Good. Keep squeezing on the out breath. Keep filling the body on the in breath. Now extend that leg up to the ceiling. Again, you can have the volume control, bending that knee of the left leg and with the foot on the ground, or having it on the ground. Take hold behind the thigh. Push the heel up to the ceiling, draw the toes towards you, really extending the back of the leg there, creating lots of space. Don't force or strain. And gradually just letting the weight of the leg come towards you. You can keep your hands here if you feel like you have the space. If you have more space there, then you can put your hands behind the calf, but only if you do. There's no point doing it otherwise. Find your range. Good. Bend the knee once more. Squeeze it into the body. Take the left hand onto the right knee. Take the right hand out to the side. Breathe in. And on the out breath, taking the knee right, slowly, right over to the left, right over the body. Resting the hand on the outside of that leg and looking down the right arm. So we're creating a beautiful twist, quite a strong twist here. This is a great, it's a fantastic twist. You could do this every day. Really is useful for the sacroiliac there. Also the outside, the IT band, the outside of the thigh there. We get a lot of tightness in these areas. So just taking some time, being in this position and breathing. And feeling that beautiful twist in the spinal column. Very energizing. Use the inhale to lift the head to center. Use both hands to lift the knee back to center. Take it slowly. Give it a little squeeze. Put the foot on the floor. Slide the legs away. Okay. Just bend the knees and hug both knees again. And we'll just ease out that lower back. Okay. We'll do a simple little breathing practice to take us into a relaxation. So either with the feet on the floor, or you can have your legs up on a chair or on whatever furniture is nearby, or legs up against the wall. So whatever you're doing, just really, it's mainly so we can get the whole back really comfortably on the ground. Some of you might want to put a blanket or a cushion underneath your head, not a big cushion. You want to keep the neck nice and long. But it's mainly so that your forehead is level with your chin. So if your chin is slightly higher, which is a lot of us probably, then you need to just put something underneath your head. Place the hands on the belly here, just on the hips there, nice and easy. And in fact, if you've got your feet on the floor, let the knees fall together, make it even easier, opening up the back of the pelvis. Feel the breath expanding feel the belly expanding as you breathe in, and feeling it going down as you're breathing out. So we're just going to do this nice and softly with the movement of the arms, breathing in, lifting the arms up softly. Arms reach the ground. So it's a slight expansion there. And as you breathe out, bring the hands back to the belly. You can always cover yourself with a blanket if you're feeling a bit cold here as well. That's fine. Breathing in. And breathing out. Slowing the breath down, making it very soft, but still expansive. And the way to do that is on this out breath, really feel that the hands are sinking almost into the body, and the breath is sinking right back into the mat there. Inhaling. And exhaling. Slowing everything down. The breath is coming in and out through the nostrils. Soft, easy, steady, smooth. Close the eyes. Just a couple more of these. So the only effort is in making that breath smooth and even. Maybe make this the last one or two. And then you're just going to come into a short relaxation. You can stay or keep your body where it is. You might think, oh, I need a blanket, grab a blanket. You might want to just slide your legs away. And just do whatever feels good for you. Lying in Shavasana or lying with the legs supported, whatever feels good. Let's just take a couple of moments just lying here on the ground. Breathing in and breathing out. Eyes are closed. Keep your focus inwards. Breath coming in and breath going out. Good. So there's no effort now with the breath. You're just letting it be. You're watching the belly rise and fall maybe. You're feeling your body. You're feeling the ground beneath your body, supporting your body. And just feeling how you are right now, noticing the movement of the breath, noticing when thoughts pop up, just let them go. Just let them go. There's no way we can stop the thoughts, but we can just step back from them and let them move nice and freely. Just imagine them like clouds in the sky. They're just going to move. But the sky is always blue. That's where you're placing your attention, on the blue sky. The clouds are just moving across the sky. Feel your body. Feel your breath. Allow yourself just to relax and open to the energy of the earth, the healing, nourishing energy of this earth, of this universe. Yeah, just allow your defenses to melt a little, soften, drop the body. Allow yourself to receive the earth energy, the earth wisdom, your own deep, innate wisdom. And just listening deeply, without force or strain, just with ease, So short but sweet relaxation, just a nice way to close and seal the practice. I hope there's been some useful information, insights, your own insights in your practice. And yeah, you can just relax, or you can come back. If you want to come back to the day, still lots of the day left. It's amazing. Let's just move the body a little bit. Breathe deeply, extend and expand with the hands and feet, arms and legs. Yeah, enjoy your body. Maybe just rolling onto your side, feeling your body. Does it feel different now? Acknowledge yourself for your practice and your effort. And maybe just come up to seated and breathe. And we're just going to ground ourselves a little bit by rubbing the arms, just legs, base. Just feel a sense of this self, this external self, the internal self, the whole being. Rub the palms together, create a little heat and energy. Yes. Make a little fire and place that heat and energy in the hands into the heart center. Close your eyes, bring to mind a loving thought for yourself, which we might want to call a resolve or a sankalpa or an affirmation. In yoga we call it a sankalpa. Yeah. Positively framed sentence, carefully chosen words. Maybe starting with something like I can or I am. And if nothing arises, no thought, no sankalpa naturally arises, hopefully there will be something. And I am loved is a great sankalpa. Good. Thank you so much. Namaste. Thank you for your practice. Thank you for being here with me. I was really aware, a sense of everyone's presence today, and presence and yeah, real effort. So keep making the effort, keep taking the steps, and enjoy the day. Keep looking up and seeing there's just clouds moving in that beautiful big blue sky, and be the mountain. Be the mountain. Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you for your donations. That really helps me to keep going. And thank you for your lovely comments. Please feel free to keep joining me. Bye-bye.